Well, how y'all doing today? Hope y'all having a blessed day. It is another rainy day in Arkansas, Little Rock area. It's been going on for days, ever since the tornado blew through here. We even had lightning and thunder early this morning. So let's talk ribs, because I want to make some ribs. These weren't bad. Truth be known, I prefer pork ribs. These are beef chuck riblets, and it wasn't a bad price. And there's 2 small racks in there. And I'm going to make my own rub for that. I've made rubs a lot of different ways. There are all a lot of different ways to make rubs. Pardon me, I've made my own barbecue sauce. Spent a whole summer doing that, cooking out at a friend's house. But anyway, what I'll do to prepare these, I'll take them out and rinse them off. And I'll pat them dry. Now, they have a membrane. You can see it starting right there. And a lot of people suggest that you remove that. And, of course, they make that look real easy. And so, anyway, you can leave it on there. Depending on how you cook it, it can get tough and be chewy. And I think it keeps the other meat from, the other side of the meat, rather, from absorbing any of the rub or marinade. It's like a layer of just tendon or something. Depending on how you cook it. I'm going to end up cooking these low and slow in the crock pot and then finish them off in the oven. Okay, so I'm going to mix up my rub, and what I got here is, it's just a small rack, you know, and so I got like a teaspoon each of onion powder and garlic powder. I'll put that in the bowl. And I like using this. It's mesquite rub. Okay. I got quite a bit of that going in there, about 2-3 tablespoons. And I'm adding smoked paprika. Now, I like smoked paprika. I like just about anything that's smoked. I know that you can buy flavoring, liquid flavoring. When I made my own barbecue sauce, I often would add some of that. It goes really good too on, I make deviled eggs about 3 different ways, and I'll use regular paprika on them, but I like the smoked on some of them. And I'm going to use some Cajun spices seasoning, which has got a compilation of stuff in it, like cayenne pepper and different things, onion powder, garlic powder. Also, while I'm watching the amount that I'm adding of anything. Now, I usually add some ground mustard, but I'm not going to. It is an ingredient in some of the other seasonings. But I am going to add some, about a teaspoon of ground turmeric. For my herbs, I'm going to add oregano, basil, and crushed rosemary, and I decided that that needed to be crushed a little bit more. So I did that. I'm going to put that in there. Now, put my smoked paprika in there. You can add brown sugar to this. I don't want to add sugar to it. I'm going to get some of that in my binder I'm going to use. I might sneak some Tony Chacharese in there. I don't really want this too spicy, but sometimes I do add cayenne pepper to it. But like I said, the Cajun season actually has some of that in there. And I'm going to make up a binder. Now, I have used mustard for a binder on my ribs. But I'm going to use this Bullseye. It already has molasses in it. And I'm going to mix that with some mesquite honey. And once I pat dry my ribs, I'm going to put a layer of that down on there. And if I had a shot of bourbon, it'd be going in there. And I'll rub my ribs down real good, massage them real good with that, and then coat it with my seasonings. We'll put some black pepper in here too, which I haven't done yet, because I do like black pepper. The mixed seasonings already have salt in them. The barbecue's going to make it plenty sweet enough. I don't really think that I'm going to add any salt, but if I did, it'd probably be something like this. I'm not going to add cayenne pepper because it's in some of the seasoning, and I really don't want it hot. If I want it hot, I'll add some hot sauce to it. I got a variety of those. So once I get that in there, I'm just going to mix that up. You know, mix that up really good and break up them pieces and stuff like that. And I'm just going to blend that until it's completely blended. Then go in and break up some of them pieces. That whisk ain't really that good, so I'm going to use a fork. And I will stir it with a spoon before it's over with. Some of it's lumping up. It's been really moist here the last few days. Everybody here is hoping to see the sun again sometime or other. So anyway, I'll continue breaking that up. And like I said, I'll rinse those, and I will use that as a binder. I have used mustard. That's very popular in Louisiana, to use mustard as a binder. And I'll just put that on there and then coat it. Now, it's best to let these sit for about 3 hours at least. I'm going to let mine go overnight and start them tomorrow. And I'll put some root vegetables in there. I'll put some onions and potatoes in there with it. And let's see, what else? I got some carrots. And just making a meal in a crock pot. And like I said, you know, I'll smother it down again with the barbecue sauce and taste and see if I think it needs anything at the time. And then I just finish it off in the oven. The best way to wrap these, now, you got to keep in mind that a refrigerator is engineered to draw moisture out. So you don't want the moisture being drawn out of your ribs. So the best way really to do it is to wrap them in plastic wrap, a couple layers, and then put them in there and, you know, let them marinate, let them flavors meld together, and it'll keep it juicy, it'll keep the moisture in it. Your fridge won't be drawing all that moisture out of there. So that's what I'm doing today, and I'm going to let these marinate overnight, and I'll start them out in a crock pot tomorrow or sometime early this morning with my root vegetables and finish them off in the oven. They're going to be good. There's, like I said, there's a lot of different ways to make rubs, and this is how I'm doing it today. Okay, well, that's what I'm doing today. I hope you all having a blessed day. Stay safe, stay warm. Bye-bye.